Serge Ibaka is 19 years old and stands at 2 meters 8 tall, and he could become the first player from the Republic of Congo to play in the NBA. Now in his second year in Europe, he's playing in the Spanish Basketball League for Manresa, a small town 60k from Barcelona. The club has one of the smallest budgets in the Spanish First Division, known as the ACB, and this is where Serge Ibaka is working towards what many people regard as a very bright future.
At
the beginning, when I arrived here, there were a lot of changes. Now I start to adapt to that new environment step by step. But the big difference is that it's very cold here in Manresa. When I left my country it was 34 degrees centigrade, and here it can be -2. Well, Manresa are currently in mid-table in the ACB, and when they played against Tau Vitoria, and one of the best centres in Europe, Thiago Splitter, for Serge, it was an entirely new experience, considering he was still in his hometown of Brazzaville 2 years ago. I was born in Brazzaville. I lived there, and I also lived in Djambala for 4 years because my father had to work there. And when the Congo War started in Brazzaville, I was in Djambala. So I was not directly affected by the war, but my family and parents were. The Second Congo War was also known as Africa's World War and the Great War of Africa. It began in 1998 in what used to be called Zaire, and officially ended in 2003. The greatest war in modern African history left 5.4 million people dead, mostly through disease and starvation. I had difficult moments there, but the most difficult moment was certainly when my father was arrested and spent 2 years in jail. It was a very, very difficult time for me and my family. Well, Serge inherited his love for basketball from his parents. His father still lives in Congo, but his mother died of natural causes when he was 10 years old. His family had a great influence on his life. I started playing because my father and my mother were both Congolese international players, so I was born into the world of basketball. I started with the club of Avenue de Rai when I was 7, and I played there until I was 14. And then I went to play with Interclub, and after that I came back to Avenue de Rai. I played 2 seasons, and then I went to play with the under-18 national team in South Africa in the African Championships. And that's when I was spotted by scouts. In that tournament, he was named the MVP of the 2006 Under-18 African Championships, and Director General of U First Sports Agency, Ansiet Lavrodamana, phoned colleagues in Spain about a player with tremendous potential. So U First Sports decided to play Serge in the Spanish Second Division with the Los Piles club, close to Barcelona.
Serge was a 17-year-old player with lots of upside and a lot of potential, but he needed an environment for him to be able to grow as a player and as a person. It was a difficult choice because it was the first time for him being far away from home, a new culture, a new language and everything. But Hospitalet is a club that works very well with young players, and in Hospitalet he had the chance to really work in aspects of the game, technical aspects of the game that he needed many hours of work.
For Los Piles, he averaged 11.3 points, 8.2 rebounds and 3 block shots. And he also played in the Hoop Summit in Portland, Oregon, an event that features the USA men's junior select team playing against a world select team of international players.
He did a very good job in front of many NBA scouts and scouts from all over the world. After that, he was a well-known player in Spain, and after the season he was able to go to the Reebok Eurocamp, where he was the most valuable player. He did a great job. He was by far the best player, so all NBA teams were interested in him, and just before the draft, so that's when the decision to apply and go to the draft was made.
Well, Serge scored 8 points and grabbed 8 rebounds for the World Select Team at the 2008 Nike Hoop Summit, and he was the MVP of the Eurocamp held in Treviso in June 2008. was drafted 24th by the NBA's Oklahoma Thunder. That's a great memory for me, shaking hands with NBA Commissioner David Stern. When I look at that picture, a lot of memories come to my mind. It was an honor for me and an honor to represent my family and my country. And despite being drafted, it was decided that he should stay in Spain.
Even though that he had a guaranteed contract in the NBA, Serge and you first, we decided that the best option would be to play in the ACB league, the best league outside the NBA, in an environment like we chose before Hospitalet. We chose Manresa because even though it's a small club, like in a small city, it's a club where they work very well with young players.
Well, Manresa coach Jome Ponsono is certainly very pleased with the arrangement and spoke about his new player in glowing terms. We knew that we had a player with very impressive physical conditions, with a very good athletic manner about him, and we also knew that he wanted to learn and to improve. An American, Josh Ashkelin from Michigan University, is an experienced player who's in Manresa for his third season. And he plays center just like Serge.
I think it provides him a lot of opportunities because it's not one of those big clubs that, you know, people have defined roles every game. You know how many minutes you're going to play here. Everyone gets the opportunity. We're not a team of all stars. We're a team of 12 players that go out every day and play hard. And, you know, he fits into that, you know, nicely.
Now, Serge has been described as a Sean Kemp-style player, a big leaper. And Manresa are marketing their African star as their magic player.
The
ACB League has a motto since last year called "It's time for magic." And each ACB team has chosen a magician or a wizard who gives his magic to the team on the court. We've chosen Serge because we think he's the most spectacular player, the one who makes the fans jump from their seats, a mirror for other players to look at. When he won the dunk contest organised during the Super Cuppa last year, he beat players like Pops Mensah-Bonsu of Barcelona and Victor Claver of Valencia. Despite all the accolades, this young man still has a lot to learn.
I think, you know, right now he's young and he needs to develop on a couple things more team-wise, more, you know, the systems. You know, he hasn't been playing that long, and that's the key. And there's so much potential inside of him that, you know, once he develops a couple little things, I mean, like I said, physically he's, you know, I think he could play at that level. It's just a matter of getting the experience.
Well, Serge knows the value of hard work. He's nearly always the last to leave the practice court, and that is certainly paying off with impressive stats in 2 recent games. 10 rebounds, 9 points on February the 8th against Murcia, and 16 points and 15 rebounds in 26 minutes in an 83-84 loss to Badalona on February the 1st. He's polishing his game, working on his confidence in little details. He's making his game sharper and developing new resources. He's really working hard with Alex Durant, my assistant. Maybe not tomorrow, but you'll see that in no time he will take advantage of all this hard work. Now, some conditioning sessions at the fitness club are optional, but Serge goes to all of them, using all the facilities and staff to help him improve. And that opportunity simply does not exist in his native Brazzaville. Well, in the Congo, there are no real basketball facilities to work. It's not professional. Here, it is professional. There's everything I need. I know I can train hard. There's a doctor, massages, everything I need. And that's an extra motivation to train hard. And a bonus for Manresa is that Serge has a younger brother. 16-year-old Serge Ibaka plays for the Manresa youth team. And it would seem that there are more young players back home. And again, here's Serge talking about the things that happen at home. Well, I talked with my agents and I told them that my brother played well and worked hard. And as I had the opportunity to organize a camp in the Congo with my sponsor, I went there with my agents and they selected my little brother and 2 or 3 other guys. Well, Serge is going to try and continue this camp every year. He'll fly to the Congo with his agents to try and find good Congolese youngsters this summer to help them and to try and build a good national team. Well, this camp can push young kids to start and play basketball. It would be good for the future, and it would be good if there were more Ibakas. A lot of players like Ibaka in my country. Well, at 2 meters 8, let's call it 6'10", and very athletic and highly motivated, this personable young man is an extremely popular addition to the Manresa lineup. And he's determined to take full advantage of the opportunity that basketball has given him.